Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. This is my first time being back on camera in a couple of days. I took a couple of days off, mental health break. It was nice, chilled, and now I'm kind of getting back on my feet. And tomorrow we have the Pokemon Presents, which everybody is ridiculously excited for. I don't think anybody's had this much anticipation for Pokemon for a minute, and the reason for that is retro stuff. So let me talk to you a bit about what I expect. I've got a list in front of me. As you can see, I kind of wrote it all myself. That's just a white screen for you. But I've been following the rumors and the breadcrumbs, and this is what I think is going to happen. Scarlet and Violet DLC, that's pretty much confirmed. We know that, but I think we're going to be seeing a glimpse at the Paradox form for Suicune, maybe Entei, Raikou, that kind of thing. But I think it's going to be primarily focused just on Suicune, and then we have the other legendary Paradox Pokemon, which I think we'll probably get a tease at, but we won't get a full look until the actual game trailer or the DLC trailer comes out in a couple of weeks. I also think that while they're there announcing the DLC, we'll get a home compatibility update. So of course we'll be able to trade between Legends Arceus and Sword and Shield, things like that, which we need desperately because playing competitive with just the just this gen Pokemon, it's pretty rough, man. I'll tell you that much. Second on my list, there's been a bunch of rumors and a brunch, a bunch of breadcrumbs about a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, which I am hella excited for. Now, I don't think they're going to go ahead and make a whole new game because we recently got the remake. Well, I say recently, it was like 2, 3 years ago, but we got a remake for the original Mystery Dungeon. I think this time it's going to be Explorers of the Sky. Again, it's one of my favorites, so I really hope that they do it. And I think that's going to be like an original game. It's a remaster kind of thing. It's not just a port or something like that. Um, Third on my list is Pokemon Sleep, and there's been loads of the Pokemon Sleep has like its own URL, which has switched domains and redirects and stuff for God knows how long. There's been issues with the patent. That's been a weird journey to follow, and Pokemon Sleep itself was announced like 3 or 4 years ago. Still haven't got a fucking clue an idea what it is, but that is going to be a thing. I think that's definitely going to be announced tomorrow, and I think we're probably going to get one or two other like trashy mobile spin-off games like Unite. No one cares, but yeah, they're probably going to be thrown in there towards the end, and then we get into the stuff that's on my maybe list that I hope for personally, but I just don't know if they're going to do. And I pray to God, we're going to be getting the Game Boy Advance games. This is a huge thing in the Pokemon community at the moment, not just because everybody wants it, but because it's just such perfect timing all round. We got the Game Boy emulator that's just been released for Nintendo Switch Online, the 3DS, and the general DS. The eShop is closing. So people are no longer going to be able to buy these games, even if they I think a couple of months ago they stopped people being able to top up their balance, but there's like a workaround to do that. But now they're stopping the eShop. There's no more downloads for any of the games. So the only way to be able to get those games is gonna be through the Switch if they announce it. But I don't think the GBA games, they are far too valuable to give away for free on Nintendo Switch Online. So my assumption initially is going to be that they're going to do like a collector's edition, like what they did with the Super Mario games. They did Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, packaged it all into one game and sold it like full price. I think it was like 49 or 59 quid when they released it. And it was like a limited release as well. So I think they're either going to do something similar to that with the GBA games, like not a remastered version, but like a collection of the GBA games and release that for the Switch. Or, and this is the thing that I hope they don't do, they may do like a second package subscription type server, another tier for Nintendo Switch Online, and that gives you access to the Pokemon games. Because I feel like if they were going to do it for Nintendo Switch Online, they would have announced it at the Nintendo Direct that we had a couple of weeks ago, where we got told that we're getting the Pokemon trading card game, the old Game Boy one, like the. So I feel like they would have announced it there if it was ever going to come to that. That would have been a major selling point. Maybe they were just saving it for the Pokemon Presents, but honestly, I feel like then why would they include the Pokemon trading card game? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. So I think that's going to be like a standalone thing or a subscription service. I hope not. The collection thing I wouldn't mind too much. Anyway, I think that we're also going to be getting a tease for a new Legends series game because we had Legends Arceus, and it's been Legends Arceus came out around about this time last year, April, May, some point around there. And I think it's time that we kind of dive into that. But I think as a sacrifice to that, we're not going to be getting a main series game until next year. Which honestly I'm not complaining about. Like we have good reason to believe that there's a new Switch coming either or to be announced later this year or early next year. Probably this year for holiday seasons and stuff. And if they do announce that, that means that they're going to need some big titles, including Tears of the Kingdom, like some kind of upgraded patch type thing. We've got the new Pikmin game. That could do with an upgraded patch. Hogwarts Legacy as well. That's going to be coming to Switch. We've got all these big games that are going to be performing really well on the next gen platform. A lot of developers have said, "Listen, we're completely dedicated to working to the next generation of the Switch." So the timing lines up. If Pokemon going to do a big main game that's going to surpass Scarlet and Violet, which pushed the hardware of the Nintendo Switch to the absolute limit, they need to put it on next gen. So I think we're going to get another Legends game. That's probably going to come out around about Christmas this year. And that's all we're going to be getting in terms of like quote unquote mainline games. Which I'm not complaining about. I love Legends Arceus. It's one of my favorite Pokemon games. So good if they do that. But like I said, no main game this year. And then I think for my final sort of prediction, it would be Detective Pikachu 2. Because, again, that was rumored a long time ago. I haven't heard anything else since then. So I think that'd be pretty cool to see. But I don't really care about it. The movie was cool. It was nice to see all the Pokemon and stuff in like HD realistic kind of vibes. Ryan Reynolds was fantastic in the weird couple of parts that he had. Yeah, again, I'm not too hyped about it. And then the final thing is Japan's Pokemon Presents is actually 5 minutes longer than the rest of the world. And the reason I think that is because obviously we have the new anime coming out. The Ash's story is about to wrap up. I think we're going to be getting like a 3 minute trailer to add on to that, maybe like a little sort of farewell, like commentary and stuff like that. But I think that is pretty much it because there's no way they could fit more than that. And if they could, I feel like that would just be like wishful thinking. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Sorry, this video is kind of half-assed. Like I said, it's super late. I got school runs in the morning, and I wanted to make sure that I get a video up every single day this year. So make sure you subscribe if you want to be part of that. And also, if I get all or any of this right, if I'm like 50% of the way there, I'll be very happy. I feel like a lot of this is coming. Like I feel like it's wishful thinking because a new Legends game would be amazing. GBA games would be amazing. Scarlet and Violet DLC would be amazing. It's like all of this stuff is like wish list things. I feel like it's too much to ask for. So if Pokemon actually deliver, good job. Well done. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Also, did you guys see the Tommy Fury and Jake Paul fight? I had my money on Jake Paul. That ending was a shocker. We'll talk about that not tomorrow, day after. I'm going to do like a standard daily vlog kind of thing. But yeah, Pokemon Presents reaction tomorrow. That is coming. And get your bingo sheets ready because we're going to do good. Follow me on Twitter. I'll give you some live updates. I love your faces. You're amazing and beautiful. And I will catch you guys tomorrow where we see the future of Pokemon.